Welcome to the At Heart YouTube channel where we share tactical advice to help you grow your small business and as an entrepreneur. I am Brighton Udy, and today we're going to be talking about the language that you use that is confusing your customers and losing you money. So there is something called the curse of knowledge. The curse of knowledge is plainly and simply knowing more than the person that you're talking to. Knowing absolutely everything about your product, your industry, your business, and then communicating to your audience or your perfect customer or a potential customer at the same level of your understanding. Now, the biggest mistake here is that immediately you start to confuse the person that you're talking to. So think of it this way. If on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most knowledgeable person in the entire world about a certain subject, and number 1 is an alien that has never heard of anything that you're talking about and just landed on Earth, you're probably talking to your audience or your perfect customer at a 7 or an 8, thinking that you're dumbing it down a little bit to make sure that they can understand what you're talking about. The issue is that that's still too high of a number for most of your audience to really understand. So they often will walk away confused or disheartened or almost feeling stupid because they don't understand what you're talking about. So what do we need to do? We need to actually communicate at a 3 or a 4. That is how low on the scale that we need to communicate with our audience and our perfect customers. We need to be clear, we need to be focused, and we need to be conscious of the level of knowledge and understanding that our perfect customers have about our products, our services, and our industry. So what is the solution to this? If you are using industry or business jargon or acronyms, stop. Stop using those. Because the thing is it immediately makes the perfect customer or your audience feel a little bit ostracized because it seems that you believe that they should know what you're talking about. That's a mistake. You don't want to ostracize your customers. You don't want to ostracize your audience. You want to make them feel smart and intelligent and like they understand. And you can't blame them. I mean, if you're offering a bit more of a niche service or something that they don't really need to know and that's why they're hiring you, you need to dumb it down, bring the level of complexity way down so that they can understand it. So using plain language is the best way to do that. Simple language. Bring that curse of knowledge, that level of knowledge from an 8 or a 7 down to a 3 or a 2. And immediately you're going to start seeing results. You're going to see that your audience and your perfect customer will begin to understand what you're talking about and feel more comfortable placing an order. So that is the best way to really start making your words make you money instead of losing you money. What we do in our branding process is we have 3 pillars. The first pillar is the spirit, second is the personality, and then the third is the story. And within the second pillar, within personality, we develop what we call the voice filter. And what the voice filter is a little box that has some words in it that describe what the voice of the brand should be and make sure that that's consistent across all communications throughout the brand. There's a language box in that voice filter. Every single filter that we create, every voice that we create for every single client, every brand, the first word in that language box is simple. Every single time. Why? Because we want to make sure that on the knowledge scale, we're communicating at a 2 or a 3 instead of a 7 or an 8. So if you need to clarify your marketing, clarify your brand, get clear with your communication strategy, I have an online course called the Brand Clarity Masterclass, and it is a packed course full of valuable content, guided video content, a workbook that will guide you through each exercise, and you'll walk out with a framework, a 2-page framework that you can use to implement your marketing with confidence. And we go through the spirit of your brand, which is your why, your core principles, your perfect customer, all of the meaning systems that make up a great brand, give you a personality, assign a voice filter, and then also start to unravel your brand story so that you can communicate clearly and effectively to your perfect customer. So if that's something that you're interested in, the link is in the description below. The Brand Clarity Masterclass online course is going to transform the way that you market your small business. So to close off, here are a couple helpful tips to help you make sure that you're using simple language in all of your marketing. The first step is to fill out this formula. It's a really simple formula, but this will really help you with sales, and also it'll help conversion on your website because immediately it will establish who you're talking to, what problem you solve, and what life looks like after they use your product or service. So I'm going to share with you this formula. It's really one sentence that will clearly articulate what your business does and how it transforms the life of your perfect customer. So here it is. The first portion of this formula is we help blank. Who do you help? Who is your perfect customer? Who are you trying to serve? Right? So think about that. Who are you serving? Who's your perfect customer? So we help blank. The second part of the formula is overcome blank. So we help blank, overcome blank. What is the problem that you're solving? What is the obstacle that you are helping your perfect customer overcome? What is that thing? If you're a plumber, it can be plumbing issues. It can be a leaky faucet. If you are a consultant, it can be overcome confusion and uncertainty within your business. It can be anything. So what is the problem that you solve for your perfect customer? And then finally, the last part of the formula is so they can blank. So they can become what? So they can do what? So they can become more confident in their business. So they can increase sales. So they can increase their bottom line. So they can be proud of their yard if you're a landscaper. So they can have the best yard on the street. Honestly, it can be anything, but you need to be clear about who you're helping, the problem that you're solving for them, and what life looks like after they use your product or service. So that's the one really helpful tip and communication strategy to help you better communicate more simply with your perfect customers. Now, finally, one thing that I would really recommend is print off your website on a piece of paper. Print it off, every single section of your homepage, and circle any industry jargon, any acronyms, any language that isn't clear, simple, and to the point, and help you actually clearly articulate what you do, how you help your perfect customer. Make sure that you take your 7 or 8 communication scale down to a 2 or a 3 maximum. So print it out, take some time, scan through it, and make sure that you approach it from somebody who may have never heard of what you do before. And try and make sure that you take out all the industry jargon, all the business jargon, all of the acronyms that you might assume your perfect customer knows, but they honestly most likely don't. So take the time to do that. It is a great exercise and will immediately help you start being more clear, more simple with your language, and make your perfect customers feel more comfortable when visiting your website. And will make them more comfortable to place an order because they will actually understand how you help them. So that is this week's marketing and branding tip to help you grow your small business and as an entrepreneur. I'm Brighton Udy, and if you'd like to stay up to date on all of our future videos, hit the subscribe button and the bell as well, and give this video a thumbs up if you found this video valuable. I will see you next week on the @HeartCo YouTube channel, where we share more tactical advice to help you grow your small business and as an entrepreneur.